Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomats YouTube channel. You got your boys here, Lady and Bert, the Dividend Diplomats. We're going to talk to you today about a company that just released earnings. They're hot off the press, Lanny, and let me tell you, they absolutely crushed it. This stock is soaring in the after hours. We're going to look at this stock. We're going to talk about this earnings release, and then we're going to say, is it still undervalued, even if it is up at least 5% in the after hours?
And still world heavyweight champion of the world. Guys, yes, this stock had a great earnings. This stock had a lot of great news. And you guys are going to smash that subscribe button. Give us a nice thumbs up because, Bert, you've been stacking this in your dividend stock portfolio because it has both a dividend, it has a lot of share price growth and appreciation. It's on that high growth trajectory. And now you can say it's a dividend growth stock.
Ooh, that is right. Who are we talking about? Give you a hint. You're watching it. You're watching us on them. We're talking Alphabet, ticker symbol GOOGL for those A shares and GOOG for those C class shares. Man, oh man, Lanny, they absolutely crushed it. But first, they've been down so far. They've hit lows. They peaked, they dropped down into the 140s, 150s, where I've been gobbling up some shares. I didn't start there though. My average cost basis in our Google positions in the 160s, 170s because I've been buying them since they were at 200 and just lowering my average on the way down. Now they're swinging back up and they're over 166, almost at 167 in the after hours after this strong earnings release.
Oh man, Bert, I'm sure
Yeah.
you are happy you were buying in the 140s and 150s because now all of a sudden, oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
stock is at 166.95 as of the close of April 24th because
Ooh.
they pretty much have grown revenue in every single segment based on that earnings release.
Yeah, that was the craziest thing. Their overall revenue was up 12%. Google Cloud revenue was up
Not
20.
only were they up 12%, Bert, they're almost cracking 100
Yeah.
billion.
I guess I should have said the dollar amount. I don't know which one's more impressive, the fact it was up 12% or the fact that it was over 90 billion. Google Cloud revenue was 28% year over year growth compared and it was at 12 billion.
Wow.
Yeah, YouTube advertising revenues rose 10% to 8.9 billion. Subscription platform and devices revenue up 19% to 10.4 billion. And that includes YouTube's premium subscriptions and Google One subscriptions. And Lanny, their search revenue is up 10% year over year. Every single one of those categories had at least double digit percent year over year increases.
Wow. Yeah. And I'm getting very tempted to figure out something with my Google storage because I've been running 1 to 2% of only free space available. So I'm like, gosh, Google One, are you about to get a potential subscriber from me? Trying to clean it up, guys. But
It's hard.
wow.
It's,
So the
it's hard to
results
clean
are
it up.
awesome. And now what has translated is now the share price. Again, we're filming this Thursday night. The share price is up about 5% after
Mhm.
hours. Now, that was all about the revenue growth, but man, these users, the keyword is user growth has been pretty stellar.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. They now have over 270 million paid subscribers across YouTube and Google One. YouTube Music and YouTube Premium have 125 million subscribers from that group. They're growing the active users, Lanny, for they've been pumping out AI. They've been talking about how they're going to funnel AI into their network and their system. Oh my gosh, AI users are up over 200%. And not quite related, but Waymo, Andy. Waymo, their paid passenger trips, the cars, the driverless cars, they're even seeing growth there, Landy, in a five-fold increase in the number of people taking their trips. Every single thing for Google right now is growing.
Yeah, excited to see kind of what that Waymo
Yeah.
subsidiary ends up becoming.
I mean,
We
that's a quiet one though. Like whatever we've talked about Google over here, I've never talked about Waymo, and it's just you kind of forget about it. But you're seeing this strong growth, and you're seeing it take shape. That's just another revenue driver for them, Lanny.
Yeah, I mean, weekly paid, passenger trips are climbing over a couple 100,000. So we'll have to see if they cross 1 million at this point next year. From a capex standpoint, management reaffirmed $75 billion to be spent. No shock here for servers, data centers, in order to support all that cloud storage growth, as well as AI.
Yeah.
So we're bringing Google back to the table here, guys, to see if this is still a great stock to buy right now after these earnings and after a 5% dividend increase, guys. Their first dividend increase announcement after they introduced the dividend last year.
So let's look at it here. We're using a price from the aftermarket to 166.95. So again, aftermarket price could be up, could be down, who knows, but that's just what we're picking. Divide that by earnings of 889. That gives you a P ratio of just under 19, which is well below that 5-year average, well below 26.4.
Again, they now pay a dividend annualized at 84 cents after the 1 cent increase from 20 to 21 cent. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, Bert.
That's correct.
So the payout ratio is super safe, one of the safest payout ratios at less than 10%.
Yeah, and they've had that 1-year dividend increase streak now, and their yield is at 0.5%. So they're following suit with all the other major tech companies with that 5% dividend increase, massive investments in the company, massive investments in the billion, and just crushing it on the revenue growth front. Google right now is firing on all cylinders, Lanny. Still down year to date over 11%, but they are now up in the 52 weeks. They're up nearly 5%, up 161% over the last 5 years.
Exactly, guys. That is Google. They are, gosh, I feel like they're turning down all the naysayers right now. There's still the looming DOJ breakup,
Sure.
swirling right now. We don't know what's going on behind those scenes.
Okay. Well,
But go ahead, Bert.
I was saying, let's talk about that then. If they split up YouTube, that's an entity that just had $9 billion of revenue in the quarter. Okay. So you get two great entities. Their search, the business they said was dead, revenue grew another 10% here. So however you're going to slice and dice this, is not like some of those entities. I get an example skipping my mind where you just shove off all the debt and all the lawsuits into one.
Warner Brothers Media, Discovery.
Yeah, I don't know why I was struggling with that one here. It's getting late. My allergies are kicking up here, so not quite as sharp right now as I should be.
But guys,
got the red circles around my eyes.
That is Alphabet. That is Google, guys. 19 PE, 9.5% payout ratio, 0.5% dividend yield. The first year of growing a dividend, still down 12% this year. Way undervalued comparative to their 5-year PE average, 18 again versus 26. Bert, are you still a buyer at 167, or do you want to see them come back into the 150s?
I mean, the metrics, it's still great. I bought them before at 166. What I like about this is I obviously like them in the 140s and 150s more. I would expect you to slap me through the screen if I told you I didn't like them at that price, but I like them now.
Yeah,
but
right.
This kind of shows with the results, whether it hangs around 166, whether it drops a little bit more, Google's still a great company. It still can generate revenue. It still can generate free cash flow. It generated almost $20 billion in free cash flow during the quarter. So even at this price, it's a fantastic company. It's at a discount. I still like them. And if I'm looking for somewhere to park my money, buy a share because I just get pissed off one day at work and I want to grab something, Google at 166 is still not bad, even though I didn't get them at 150 last week.
Guys, let us know what you thought of Google's quarterly earning release. Are you happy? Are you still buying? Is this a stock to buy right now to juice up that portfolio, guys? Time to buy Google stock. Holler at your dividend diplomats in those comments below.
If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Remember, you are either with us or you are against us, Jack.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold Bert said so. No, guys, that was Bert the Herd and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats. Over and out.